どうも、のみです。今日はめちゃくちゃ久しぶりなんですけど、ヴァンパイアやっていきたいと思います。本当はお蔵入りにしようかなと思ってたんですけど、画面が少ないかい？なぜ固まる？前もあったよな。画面いけてんの？自信がない。お蔵入りにしようと思ったんですけど、それにしてはまだちょっとプレイが足らないかな。2つなのでもう少し決めてから決めたいなと思ったんですけども、問題は茶がうまくやっぱりいかない。これあれかな、こっちにしたらうまくいくとかあるかな。いったな。なんだかこれちょこちょこ止まってる？してんのかな？いけてそう。なので、決めていこう。もうめっちゃ久しぶりなんですけど。武器とかある。今日は寝ようっつったんだよな。操作方法もろもろすべて忘れてる。この辺って全部取ってるんだ。これあと何個あるんだ。見方を忘れた。超必然的な移動。こういう感じか。180x 足りないんだよね。1体300。次の夜になる。おほ、ちょっと待ってくださいね。いろいろいじり忘れた。よいしょ。あとなしなんかも。もう一個。でおへい。いや、会話がいっぱいあったんですよね。
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem. and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
突き当たりの小さいと。もうここだよね。これ、マジでやり方を忘れてるから。ないかな。ターゲットロックオンに変えるとか、これ、キーボードじゃないんだけど。違うんだよね。こっちか。マインド、バーン、アイテムを買うがこれ。ヴァンパイアスキル。タイミング。Y が攻撃か。回避が B。うん。あ、こうやったな、こんな。
It's locked.
じゃないのか。そうか。この辺を倒すと。目的地実際どこになった？さっきのが目的地。ダッシュみたいなのはないのか。この辺会話する。
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
待ってヒントを集めて、ちょこちょこ話を進めていくってことなんだけど。
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
そうするとめっちゃ時間かかりますよね、これ。ストーリー重視で見ていこうかな。難易度結構難しくなるかな。こっちが目的地。なんか裏手の小部屋って言ったけど、裏出るの。裏路地から回る。
It's locked, all right.
なんかサブカル。なるほどね。なるほどね。からぐるっと。何これ？このトークみたいなの。何これ？ 20 メートル。これ何？こいつか。え？ このマークは何だったんだ。トーマスどこ行った？
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
全然やってないこれ。この辺見てるのか。何もいらんわ。
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
これ
It's locked.
この目的地みたいなのは何なんだっていう。
Damn. Clear again.
ここから見れるのかな。見れないな。あ、完全に忘れてるな。さっさとやっちゃうか。ダッシュあるやん。おい、路地。なんだ。なんもいない。広いね。あ。
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
これで弾薬。ああ、なるほど。なんか本当忘れてる。待って。わからん。これさ、どれだ？これあるやん。地元の調査。イベント。んで、だった。こいつは結構回復が必要で、複数貫通攻撃か。で、なるほど。近かったらいいか。間違えた。アイテムにもので待っとった。2発しかねえ。6発、弾倉6発。弾がねえな。なるほど。もう見えない。
I cannot enter.
いいけど。なんか、風か。 お、なんかいるわ。
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
ヴァンパイアエネルギー回復します。むずいなぁ。なかなかダウンしてくれないんだよ。うわ、やば、死んだんじゃないこれ。おお、マジであれ弾くのいくの。待ってすごい。何あれ、ハリーみたいなのがあるの。なんか知らんが、これ倒してしまった。だいぶ。
It's locked, all right.
もう地下でいいのかな。なんかある。暗躍だ。なんもないのかな。で、地下行けば。上の階とかもなんか見えんかった。どうせ。
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
行くべきなんだろうけど。検索してみようかな。だけど、それは買えないか。ある。ヴァンパイアスキルが使えないから買いたいな。なんかいなかったわ。なんか言ったよな。か。じゃあいる。バレないようにいるの。バレるじゃん。
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
に弾くのあるの？謎。きついんかな。なんか書いてる。びっくりした。 いっぺんに取れるんだ。やっべえ。乗ったか。ダメだ。当たるのそれ。ちょっと待って、抜けた。取れる。50とか食らうんだ。結構食らうね。関係なしに。一回食いたいんだ。血をいただいていこう。いやー、むずいな。楽しいけどな。元の調査。市民の調査。これでこの辺を探せるってこと。なるほど。
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
何？
It's locked.
なんで鍵が除されたんだ。鍵開けたよな。なりおかしい。逃げるんだ。ダブルで使ってしまったよ。こいつもあったんだよ。変えたいかも。まだ銃止まってないよな。広い。こっから行ってみよう。おい、出たところ。違うわ。起きたわ。死んでるけど。起きたな。ああ、なるほど。つながってたんだ。ボスじゃん。じゃこいだ。強くね？強くね？ちょっと待って、強っ。いやー、血吸わないときついんかな。復活したものの、これオートセーブって書いてたよな。あれやり直しになるんだ。あのガード体制だ。 かんのかな。これ耐性の時で攻撃すると弾かれるから、雑魚的でできるだけやらん。今どうなってんのか暗すぎて見えない。こういうやつなんだが見えないのかな。倒すか。この辺どうなってるんだろう。もういったことになってんのかな。強っなんで RT 使ったのかが謎なんだが、この辺も回収したことになってんのかな。なってるっぽい。これだよな、さっき言った。
It's locked.
回収したことになってるな。いや、このボス強えんだが。食いたいな。助かるか。あ、マジで逆に食われた。俺あんま手にくいのすげえ。つらっ。何も回復できねえ。これ無理なのか？これそう。全然食えそうもないのかな。この打破的に方を食わないといけないのか。どうしてかいい気がする。スタミナみたいなのあんのか。やばっ、あーやられた。うん、ちょっと分かってきたけど、なんか本体はダウンしないっぽい気がしてきたな。 血を吸わないときついかな。誰か犠牲にするか。どういう状況？さすがに全くないのは無理だよな。美味しい ?300。2600。美味しい。こいつが一番うまい。まだ貯めれるんかな、でも。これ結構マックスに近えな。石か。中心人物を食うと高いんか、その分多分減るんだろうな。これ全部集めて、で、何個か食べるのが正解なのか。ちょっときついかな。まあ、いけなくはないな。ここはまだいけるな。やばい。すぎる。アイテム落としないのこれ。暗すぎんか。もうちょっと変えようかな。ローして見える。ここか。ここ明るくなったな。うわぁ、その方が一番ゆくいね。回復で使った方がいいな、これ。マジか。これ当たらんのみたいな。移動するんだよね。スタミナがないからこの攻撃食らったらいくんですね。偽物食えると思うんだけど失敗したわ。いや、一撃めっちゃ食らった。 マジか痛い。これやめてくれ。やばいやばい、ロックがかかってねー。ロック外そう。もろ刃の剣すぎる。待って、クイックかかった。
These skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
こっちの血はもうダメなの。よかった。
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
あれじゃん。見えない。なんか作れる。消して。あらんね。なるほど、こうやって作るんだ。こうやって処方箋とか作れるよ。これ？あ、ミスった。強化剤を作るってある。作らなかった。競争剤作らなかったんだ。やべ、足らん。なんかどっかあるのかな。いる？多分逆敵倒さないとこんな感じになるのかな。生まれてた。ありがとう。スキルを回復したかったんですよね。なんかあれはこいつも指数あれ当たるの？多分やれねえよ。やば。完全にやってもうた。いけそう。小さくできたからいけるのか。回復してくれたのが彼にありがたかった。これ、動画がねえ。やばい。こんなところで死ぬか。ちょっと待って。むずいな。やっぱ窒素はないと無理なのかな。ダメできればあんまり吸いたくないんだけどな。ないかな。よし、出てないぞ。はい。
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
これでヒントが出る。なるほど。この敵を倒すしかないな。おるよね、倒す。あれ、何枚で戻しやがら。マジで。いや、違うものに使ったのが間違いだったのか。あるかな。ここにいたけど。出口。なさそう。寄ってそう全部。この敵倒すってね。他どこで手に入れればいいんだ。間違えたんですね。インフルエンザ。いないんかな。普通の病院だね。話をつけようって言ってたやつは誰だろう。どっちだっけ。これだよな。表彰剤を作るんだ。 色
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
どこだろう。見えたりしないのか。はい。スパ。これじゃないの。どこや。的にはこんな気がするんだけど。上の階か。これ普通にさ、こんな部屋じゃない？これでこいつ作れって足らないんだよ。どうしたらいい？これ買い、こういうことね。これで作れやって言ってる。これと言われても素材が足らないんですけど。どうしたらいい？ミスったかな。上の階がある。これじゃないかな。
Arranged to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I want that way.
結構あいつ止まってるな。敵と戦ってドロップを待つしかないのか。それともドロップ回復したりする？この辺の落ちてるやつ。不思議な。一回しか入ってないのか。奴らが復活。 大体同じものしか手に入んない。いけてんのか気に入ねとかそんなの。出た。作ればいいのか。とりあえず1個作れようか。分かってくると割と面白いかもしれない。ただ移動がめんどくさいらしいですよね、やっぱり。あと、この辺りのヒントを入れるの作業も結構めんどくさいな。よし。いなくね。色ってそういうことか。下がるのか。血の鮮度が出るんだよ。ボロスいないの？いる？あった。こんなところにいるのか、下か。
Please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare me.
I cannot enter.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
病気は、手が治療すると美味しい血になりますと。
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
ないな。
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
ヒントがどこ？あなたの催眠レベルより低い。こいつとかか。もうこれ吸っちゃう？この辺でもいい気がする。 あと1個貯まればな。関係性。この辺の、こいつってさっきの石じゃないな。ソライブ。こいつか。
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
This hospital. Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Tell me more about your arrival at the...
The ambulance driver was...
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed.
She...
Yes.
Goodbye. Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
How painful is your throat?
So painful, I'd rather not.
I have to...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Dr. Reed,
For how long have...
I first volunteered at the
And before...
If you must know.
Well, Dr. Swansea certainly...
Not in an official...
What about...
Dr. Reed.
How is the duty...
Everybody works until they can't.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Everyday folk don't know how bad it is.
News on the front stated that the Spanish flu was under control.
It seemed to be for a while.
What can you tell me about...
This hospital was founded...
Can you be more...
Well, veterans, the elderly, dock work.
I'll see you...
Time has lost its effect on me.
It's locked, all right.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your...
there is no need to apologize, Edgar.
Very well. I have a...
Please.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors.
A spokesman or politician is what you need.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just...
Then ask away.
You mentioned something about a secret society.
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as
That explains your nightly one...
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings in the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
Since I'm the one working for you, what...
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic...
What do you expect?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do scowls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity.
A skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
We'll see each other again.
何のヒントももらえなかった。よくってどこやったっけ。出れる。金付き欲しいよ。みんなもう欲しい。そうよ。そうか。何役の数。かな。汗が。40%。ヒールと置いて、つなげよう。ライフか。本当はスタミナも上げたい。300。はい。このポイント見たらいけるな。どこや？出ないな。強くね？8か。だいぶ強い。 ない？ハーフ。なんかボス系だったな。敵これ。周囲からすごいゲージだ。しないと出ない。こいつから倒さないとめんどくせえのかやっぱり。待って、こっちだな。いや、マジか。敵強っ。ここまだいけるもんじゃねえな。いやー、さすがに血を吸わないといいかな。もうちょっと進めてからかな。メイン進めていくか、先。
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, Your Ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition. Is our little mystery closer to being...
I think of nothing.
My situation.
Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination. These nurses, bred with no respect. What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. Miss Jones. Now,
Well,
have you noticed any suspicion?
it would be a great deal easier.
Everyone...
Thieves and murderers, the...
Come now, Miss...
Have you...
If you could just...
It's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my...
I see.
No one comes to visit you.
ジョンいなくない？まだ関係ができてないから。硬化剤で治療ができるんだ。そういう感じなんだね。こいつ言い過ぎてる。
I'll come and...
でも結構溜まってるな。
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
The pain. There again.
Came here in the first place. I wonder what your
はい。
last thoughts would be, sir.
この辺のアイテムを集めないとヒントが見つからないのか。
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
何もでも攻撃力とか上がらないのかな。部屋に切り替えとかどうやったらいいんだ。なんか切り替えしてたような気がするんだけど。か攻撃力上がらないのかな。その方がいいのか。だからそれが一番いい。もう増やした。攻撃力とか上がらないのかな。装備か、多分。あれがもっと溜まってきた。治療してあげないといけない。どこにいるんだろう。いつも疲れてるな。 降りるか。目もいる。
Good evening, Milk.
Good evening, Doc.
I'd like...
Wise choice, Doc.
Is our little mystery close my...
動画止まってるやつだ。あ。どこにいるとかわかんない。いつどこにおるんだろう。あれか。
Good evening, Mr. Go...
I'm okay.
Have you heard rumors about...
No.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
どうやって強化剤使うの？
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir.
And you have my...
I have to go now.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
これで何かわかるんだ。問題はもう一人だ。あ、めっちゃ回復してる。何
It's locked.
What どこにいるか教えてほしいよね。探せないよね。こいつか。
Good evening.
Dr. Reed.
And why?
People who don't sleep at night.
Have you heard of any...
Blackmail?
Do you ever think about that?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost...
What a surprise. The first time...
What did he want?
I recently had to kill his brother.
You're a monster, Mr.
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed.
What did he... You're a...
I'm the
How is your...
This is a shitty plate.
What's wrong?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milk.
I see.
The nurses aren't too ugly.
What's wrong?
Come on, Dr. Reed.
But you're alive, thanks...
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession.
なんかヒント手に入ったけど。
You're lucky to be alive, Mr.
This place is full of sick.
貧血の薬。
I will see. How is your...
This is just...
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully.
We can't escape the consequences of...
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am.
And who...
I'm the leader of the wet boot.
How long... We can't...
I ain't...
And who...
I'm the...
I'll leave...
この辺血吸って倒してもいいんだろうけど、そうするとヒントがなくなりそうなんだよな。本当に困るまでは吸わない方がいいんだろうな。めっちゃめんどくさいんだけど、どこにいるかもわかんないの辛いよな。
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's for...
No matter how you feel about her.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
What can you tell?
Let me guess.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more.
You should be proud of what you've...
Maybe you're right, but...
Pepper, you should...
Maybe...
Goodbye, nurse.
こうやってあげるんだけど、貧血の薬か。足らんじゃん。1個足らんじゃん。マジか。
The flower's dying. It needs water.
これなんかめっちゃ血がたぎってるやん。
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital. That's Pembroke nowadays.
You are going to reveal all your secrets to me, even the darkest thoughts in your heart. I need my medication.
健康。
swear your obedient slave.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
マジで
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you heard talk?
No?
これあと1個だな。
Goodbye for now.
I will not let you down, my boy.
誰にヒントをもらえばいいんだ。
Good evening.
And goody.
Have you?
If you're right.
Goodbye, Doctor.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me,
取れるようになったかどうかともわかんないから、この辺のインターフェースが完全にいけてない気がする。結構美味しいよ。変だ。各自働いてるっぽいやつをみたいな。健康体にしないと。放置で1ヶ月。
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Have you seen a strange man?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff...
The people who work here all come from very different...
How are things?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for...
Most of them? Is there...
It would be inappropriate.
Is there anyone that's...
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here.
Why should his age be a...
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get...
Nurse Brannigan, if you do...
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore.
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he does.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford...
Goodbye. Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed,
Have you heard of any...
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about her.
She should not have told you that.
You don't have to blame her.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I make.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor.
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was...
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic...
What will you do after your
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful...
Goodbye. Good evening, Ned.
Good evening.
Goodbye.
Oh, の辺のアイテム拾わないといけないんだね。読まないといけないとかある？それだけでいいんかな。と 閉じて開いてるは関係あるのか。
These men,
あ、見ないといけ
they're
な
a
い。
company of professional vampire hunters.
Please, sir.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the...
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. This is a dangerous...
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital.
Where was your friend?
He went down by the canal.
What can you tell me?
His name is Oswald Thatcher.
What can you tell...
I'm Oswald's best friend.
What?
I have all the...
Thank you.
I cannot enter.
Hey, Doc.
What can you tell me about your...
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say.
You mean your wife keeps you on your...
No, I mean, we both have
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you?
I was so mad, I threw...
Your wife gave...
That knife has always been...
Do you want it?
I don't need it here, but...
A grateful Clay Cox. I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'll be surprised if you manage to find it.
A lucky charm?
We all have our flaws.
I'll leave.
マスターしたらそうなんだよ。この辺と言ってる。おろし。献血を直したいのか。あ、どういうこと？どういうこと？消せるんか。なるほど。カスタムマーカーか。そういう意味。これか。追跡しよう。これがそれなのか。ん？これか。
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, You may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
さっきもこれがあったんだ。なんか光ってたの。どういう条件かよくわからん。とりあえずナイフ取ります。
There's one of them! Watch yourselves!
Hurry.うつ。で倒してやるあいつら。そういうことか。それがないことだ。
Sir, step away! Leech! It's on it! It's on it!
移動できるのか。できるんだ。えぐい。弾がないときはもう変えるしかないんだよね。これもっと簡潔に変えれたような気がするんだけど。どうやってあれこれか。でさあ、この鎌全然やられたのマジでか。なんかおかしいな。この手武器はどうやって装備したらいいんけど。あ、これで横ボタンだ。あ、パリーとかあるじゃん。こういうこと。こうした敵だな。強っ。装備こうなったってことは 弾ないんかな。弾倉は6だけど。弾ね。
Crush the leech, boys! Get back in the
あいつの攻撃がよく無理だ無理だ。そして弾消費するのがきつい。作れるかな。にあるやつとかもちょっと取らないと多分見つからないんだろうな、ヒント。めっちゃ雑に探索してしまってるけど。だってさ、大学回復しましたって書いてるけど、何を回復してんだろう。なんもならん。ゼロやん。弾回復してないな。装備したら回復するとこある。やっぱ買わないといけないのか、弾薬自体は。どこだっけ。これか。いけた。違う。ここか。山なんですけど、どこで行けばいいの。こっちか。こういうことか。
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening.
Have you heard of it?
There are a lot.
What kind?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones.
Do you know that Nurse...
That's not a surprise.
Does it not?
Sometimes I think she may be right.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among...
Fuck them. Nobody knows.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of...
I'm sorry, I don't...
Yeah, exactly. We lack words.
I'd like...
Wise choice.
お金がどんだけあるのか、軽く言うけど、310。直してあげたいな。直して食いてえな。とりあえずあれ取ってからね。めっちゃ近くなんだよな。この辺なんだよな。こいつら絶対倒さないといけない。
Stay away!
Come on. どういうこと？装備するの間違えてる。えぐい。なんのにクソ強えあいつ。強えんだが。強えんだが。結局さ、もう一回買い物行こうか。
What must I do? What must I do?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening. Wise.
まとめて。こっちの装備じゃスタンかけれない。 マジでか。
Watch it! It's a killer!
マジでもったいない。どうなってんだこれ。
He's being bitten! Oh, Christ! Look at it! Gone up like kindling!
まだまだちょいで耐える。いいね。やっといけた。良すぎるだろ。見ても落ちてないの。もう拾わしてくれない。カスタムマークがいちゃってるな。またついた。また敵だろうな。
He does it, boys! We can deal with this first.
刀が強いな。いいのか。上に上がれたんだけど。
It's locked.
かかってんのかよ。どこだ？この辺か。マジマップもうちょっと見やすくなんない？ないのか。成功していただけない。なるほど。これか。
This must be Clay Cox's knife. A fine blade. No wonder he wants it back.
どうなんだ。 これで悪党らしいやつ美味しくいただけるようになったと。完全に熟した果実。なんだ、この辺は関係ないのかな。もうこっち行かん方がいい。マジこれマップ間違えたけど、どうにかならんのかな、このマップの見にくさ。こんな広いのにそれを言ってたんだろうな。評価が悪いの。割と伝統とかストーリーとか雰囲気はめっちゃいいんですけど。
Hey, Doc.
I have found a gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox is a man of his word.
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crimes.
Who knows what I might do now I feel invincible again.
これでマックスだね。じゃあ熟した。
I'll leave you.
完全に熟したぜ。あの辺を多分あいつもできるだけ倒しとかないと、後々普通に全然関係ない市民殺されそうな気がする。違うかもしれないけど、普通にありえそうだよ。放置したがために。正直これこまめに上げたらさ、状況が変わるんだよ。これなんだ。あ、フォークあったらあそこで補充できたんだ。多分レベル上げたいけど、ここにここから消えた人がいた。さて直してあげようじゃないか。
Hey, Doc.
食すために。
You're lucky to be alive.
This place.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way, and also weaknesses that can be exploited.
完全回復した。回復中なんだ。
I'll leave you for now.
いけるな。
Hey.
さて一匹食べさせてもらおうか。毛のないところに連れて行かないといけない。どこで？水か。どうなった？
Hey, Doc.
無理だよね。どうやってだ？時のないところに連れて行けみたいな。間違えたか。
Hey, Doc.
だかな。前はもう何回入れてうんかな。ない。ない。あ、なんか道ができてる。そういうことね。結構こいつは熟したからちょうどいいタイミングで。
I killed, extorted, stole. Now I die. Fuck it. I'll live the way I wanted.
こういうこと。めっちゃ音楽が変わった。苦しめられるのか。もうあいついらんだろ絶対。寝たらなんか変わるだろうな。結構ヒントとか解放されたやつ何人かいたけど。こんなかか。
Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My wife...
I guess I should thank you.
Can I help you?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it up.
I see. And is...
Yes. And I don't want...
I have to go...
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice.
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly...
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
どういうことだろう。でもこの辺は悪いやつじゃないからな。めっちゃ美味しいけど3300。
Goodbye, Mrs.
これあげよう。道がわからん。絶対的にさ、ミニマップは欲しいよね。ミニマップとヒント見つけた人とか人を選択してどこにいるよとかいう選べれるのは確実にないと辛いな。みんなもちょっと開けとく。 あとよ。これ何なんだろう、コストなしなんだ。この辺コスト使うんだよ。なんだ。やってみないとわからんよ。まあね。歌詞で。1個持っといた方がいいけど、どうなるかな。どうしよう。遠距離なんだ。なるほど。いいかな。とりあえずとこにたのか。フロート。これ強かったな。1000か。ダメージ上げたいな。約どういうこの後にめっちゃ病気にかかるやん。休むと病気にかかりまくるんだから勝手には治らないんかな。この辺が調査できる。これで選んで追跡できるようになってたらまだなんだけどな、本当に。に装備してるな。どれもこれも取っても 装備できなかったら意味ないんで、どれからしたのが良かったか。これってさ、セーブないよね、オートセーブだから。
This is no time for self-pity. It is the last thing our patients need.
じゃあ、どっかね。
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
近くで回っていけって言ってた。なんか食われる。なんだよ。なんか食われてた。なんか食われてた。だけど。
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
上からもと。まあ、いっか。見てない出るよいっぱい。いねえのか。いけないんだ。なんかいい上で戦ってんのか。なんだろう。なるほど。それを助けないといけない。これ痛いな。今できないって言ってるけど。
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your...
Okay. I'm Oswald.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
うん。 さよならしかない。
Are you sure you're...
邪魔なんですけど。このアイテム取りたいんですけど。ないかな。いや、この辺にね、ちょっと散らばってるのも拾わないとヒントが足らないっていう。なかなかめんどくさい要素がいっぱいあるな。読まないと。あれ？ネズミ消えた。ちょっと。これどこ？広い。これをたどればいい。でも、ないじゃん。ネズミか。なんもねえな。どうした？What sort of creature is this? 距離がつかめない。よくね？針が一番いいです。ああ、マジで。うわー、掴まれた。掴まれたらきつい。強っ。
What sort of creature is this?
避けきれんからパリでガンガン行くのがいいんだろうな、多分。いいか。きついんだよ。
What sort of creature is this?
避けた？マジでそれ当たるんだ。あー、ダメだ。強っ。いやー、めっちゃ血を吸え吸えって言ってくるわ。それやったらさ、とりあえずネズミ食おうかな。ネズミ食ってちょっとでも回復してから。
What sort of creature is this?
一発か。無理だね。みんなが持たねえ。ダッシュいや、ちょっと待って、どうしたらいいんだろうな。スタミナが持たん。スタミナが持たんぞ。距離を離せれないんですけど。どうやって距離取ればいいんだろう。でもあっちの方がいいのかな。クイで挑んでみるか。
What sort of creature is this?
削れるな。正解ない。マジか、これ食われるか。これはマジそれか。食らったらダメ。 マジか。あ、マジか。どうやって次がいいって気がしませんか。あ、勝ったか。見てえな。クラック。海だけどこれで一番やっぱいいな。あれ足らんな。これだけついた。でいっか。やばい。やっべえな。パターンが分かれば割となんとかなる。だいぶやべ、下攻撃来るからあそこはね、避けないといけないんですね。
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
かな？クレイン看護師クープ。お金がないなら、あなたが誰でもどこから来た人でも構いません。トロシーに会いに来て助けを求めてください。いもいません。
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her. I can't believe I'm doing this.
このはぐれグールとか。こっちから行こうかな。移動してる？面白いんだけど、これ。ただ需要はない気がする。これさ、
I cannot enter.
どうなったんだろう。機械はなくなってる？なくなってるね。いやマジで疲労とか。でも一気に治る。だんだんあれなんだろうな。薬が疲労になる薬が多くなるんだろう。疲労なりすぎじゃない？疲労って治るんかな、勝手に。じゃなかったはず。この人か。違う？
Battalion of Pembroke.
ホワイトチャペル。ああ、前行って死んだところか。なるほどね。どうなの？いると思う。 撃力があるんだかこっちになって倒せるようになってるな。なんだろう。この後
This is despicable. It's locked.
Strangers are attacking me!
あ、なんじゃそれ、そんなことしてくるの。あ、マジか。そんながなくなる。
What happened?
It's all right, sir.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages. This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
完全にやってんだよ。マジか。そのタイミングが。いいかな。だからここ開けていこう。多分もう来ることなさそうだけど。今日はこの辺りにしようかな。ここ進みましたね。進んだかな。なんか進んでないような気もしてきた。まあまあ、なんかちょっと面白いっすわ、これね。移動とかあの辺のね、UI が良ければ、もっと人気が出た可能性のあるゲームではありますね。っていうところで、今日はこの辺りで終了したいと思います。では、またよかったら見に来てください。じゃあね。